Hi, fire signs. My name is Michelle Kelly. Welcome to This Is Your Sign. I'm already dropping cards already. Happy birthday, Aries. If you've already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And when you go on YouTube and look under subscriptions, you'll see every time I do a video, which is once a week. So this is your April 2021 reading for all the Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius out there. I can't believe that I'm saying April already. You guys, we've had a heck of a year already. But we're getting close to the end. Oh my God, you have a fantastic reading. I usually only pull 3 cards, but 4 of them came out for you today, and they are like the best cards in the deck. So the first one is Come to the Edge, and that is, I'm gonna get into it. The second one is Milk and Honey, which is like your happily ever after. The next one is Higher Power, and the next one is Happy Happy. So what this is saying is you guys are coming to the edge, to like the jumping off point, and you guys are you're gonna jump. You're gonna do it. You're taking action. You're taking the leap. Scary as shit, by the way, and it's leading you to your milk and honey, which is supposed to be like your now. This is starting to happen now, that you're starting to see the fruits of your labor come in, and you're starting to trust that God, Spirit, the divine, your angels are around you, cheering you on and wanting the best for you. You're really starting to come into alignment with your soul's purpose, which I want to tell you guys in a second, and it's going to lead to your happy, happy. Like coming into alignment with all of this. Like my girlfriend was telling me once, you start off with jobs, and then you go into a career, and then you go into your vocation, and your vocation is like your soul's purpose. But I feel for all of you fire signs right now, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, you guys are coming into your vocation a lot sooner than most people are. And maybe there was a point where you didn't believe this could happen for you, that you had to do like traditional, and you had to like do the corporate thing if you wanted to be have money and be happy. But like part of this is what this is saying for all the fire signs out there. So like you guys are great planners, and you guys take action, and you're like get it done kind of people, and that is a great skill to possess. It really is. And you guys have that. And on top of having that, you have a creative side, a creative edge to you that you have been tapping into. And maybe you didn't trust that would lead you to your vocation, to your happily ever after, to being able to support yourself, to be able to live the life that you want. And maybe part of coming to the edge, maybe that had a lot to do with this pandemic, that you were kind of forced just to take that leap where you probably wouldn't have if something didn't happen to help get you there, or to like push you to your jumping point. So I am going to dive a little deeper and read to you the meaning. I want to give you my interpretation, but I love like the book. Okay. So it says courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear, and accepting risk. It says, if there ever was a time for you to take a leap of faith into the unknown, it is now. This is the perfect moment to take a big risk. The unknown is the only choice now if you've come to the edge, and you will discover a treasure beyond your wildest dreams. Allow the courage to lead you in spite of your fears. You don't need to know the exact form of what you're going for. The essence is much more powerful. Spirit has a way of delivering an even better version of prosperity that you could imagine. Take that step. The results will be amazing. But this is saying you guys have already taken that step. So I'm not saying, the divine is saying, congratulations, that was brave as shit. Even if you were forced to do it, you are doing it. And honestly, like, it is scary. it is scary, especially if you have a family to support, especially if you have children, especially if you are, you know, like you're scared. But what I've learned is you can be scared and still do it anyway, because when you don't take that leap, when you're not able to do that, what happens is your soul starts to slowly shut down. And honestly, that leads you into addictions. It leads you into harming and hurting yourself. It leads you into putting yourself into dangerous situations that you would never ask anybody else to do. So I'm going to ask you guys, if you wouldn't ask anybody else to do it, please don't do it for yourself. You deserve more. You deserve to be happy. The milk and honey is like, it is the best card in the deck. And it seems like that's where you guys are now. So you're starting to believe that the jumping off point, that the jump that you took was worth it. And you know what? Usually doing the right thing is not always the easiest way to go. It is, you do it and you don't get the rewards instantaneously, but it doesn't mean you weren't meant to do it. But this is saying your rewards are showing up, and I swear those rewards come in right on time, just to have you keep going a little bit further. Like, yes, I'm on the right path. You're on the right direction. And higher power is like, God wants the absolute best for you. He doesn't want you to settle. He doesn't want you to have second best. He doesn't want you to give everybody else the Ritz-Carlton and you stay at the Motel 6. No, you're supposed to be at the Ritz-Carlton too. You deserve Lululemon, not just your kids. You know, like whatever you would get for somebody else, which I know you guys are awesome gift givers, and you're so thoughtful and you're so kind to everyone else. And this is saying the divine is asking you guys to please do that for yourselves. It is, you guys, it's like being deprogrammed out of a cult you didn't know you were a member of. This, you don't deserve good things. Everybody else deserves to be in the front of the line and you'll wait until everybody else is done. No, you deserve to be in the front of the line too. You guys have worked your asses off, by the way. This is hard freaking work, and the divine is recognizing you for that. So I am going to read to you guys the happy. And I mean, need I say more? But I'm going to read to you the numbers too. I'll get in a little deeper about the numbers. If you guys are into numbers, if you love all that stuff. But the last card is 26. And it says joy and contentment, a sense of fulfillment, a feeling that all is well. So you guys, all is well. Waiting for that other shoe to drop. You know what? A shoe is always going to drop. Like, things are going to happen, and that's just life. But holding your breath and waiting for the other shoe to drop, you miss joy, you miss peace, you miss fun. So it says this is the time to take pride in all your accomplishments. You're doing good work, providing exceptional service, and are well compensated for it. The world rains gratitude upon you, and you're happy with the results of your efforts and creativity. I told you guys you were creative. It says, isn't it amazing to consider all that you have done? Remember your partnership with Spirit. Remember your partnership with Spirit in this moment too. Your soul has always known you could accomplish anything if it brought you joy. So I'm going to tell you guys, I think you're starting to believe that you're allowed to have joy. You're allowed to experience fun. You're allowed to be happy. Not everybody deserves this, and you don't. So coming to the edge is 36. So 36 is 3 plus 6. Whenever the numbers are 2, you add them together. So 3 plus 6 is 9. And 9 means fruition, attainment, fulfillment, sharing your wisdom with the world. And you guys are really starting to believe that you have something to offer. I know you have something to offer. If you need permission or confirmation that you have something to offer, you do. You guys, picture all the little mini yous coming up who are just like you, who needed to know stuff and wanted to know stuff. That is part of why you're here. And the sign behind me, create the things you wish existed. So I'm going to just tell you, if you're struggling with where you're supposed to be and how you're supposed to be doing it, one of the things is, what do you wish was available to you that either A, didn't exist, or B, doesn't exist and you wish it did? That means that is your job to create that. Now, this is not a question that you are going to answer. You might answer it like that. That is rare. If you answer it in a week, still rare. It might take you a month. It might take you 3 months. It might take you 6 months, and it could take you years. That is such a personal, deep question. And you might not know the answer to it right away, but it will come. The answers will come. Whatever is meant for you is meant for you. You can't screw it up, and you're not going to miss it, just so you know. So Milk and Honey was number 51, and 5 plus 1 is 6. And 6 is all about communication, cooperation, harmony. So like, you're getting in harmony with your soul and your soul's purpose. And I was saying that, and that's where all your abundance lies. And maybe part of your abundance is not just with dollars, but with like, you're touching people's lives. And you guys, there is nothing more fulfilling than that. And you honestly cannot put a price tag on that. And yes, you can't pay your bills with just love, but doing what you love, believing that the money is going to be there, it is very scary, and it's hard to believe. And a lot of us were told, if you truly did what you love, you would not be able to financially support yourself. I'm here to tell you that is bullshit, and it's not true, just so you know. So anyway, higher power is 4, and it is taking a leap of faith. It is manifestation, it's structure, it's stability, and it's stability with the divine. The higher power is really getting connected to yourself, to the God within you, to the spirit within you, to your inner voice. When you get the feeling like, I shouldn't go there or I shouldn't do that, that is your intuition, and you can trust that and you can honor that. So I'm telling you, just keep going. You guys are doing an amazing job, and you are getting your happy, your happily ever after. You guys are really going to be okay. I know a lot of people are coming out of trauma. We are actually living in trauma right now. This whole pandemic, wherever you are, this is a very traumatic time. So a lot of people are experiencing trauma. Chances are, if you're watching this reading, you guys are light workers, you're healers. You are here to help people make this shift. A lot of people don't know what's going on right now. You guys do. This is your time to shine. This is your time to really do what you're here meant to do. And the more that you do that, the more you're giving other people permission to live in their truth, to do what makes them happy. So just by being your total self as much as you can, that helps other people be their self. So you guys are helping people, whether you realize it or not, just by being yourself. So it says listening with your heart. And okay, it says, I trust the messages I receive from my heart. So you guys, Your heart is beautiful, and it's kind, and it's giving, and it's loving. And so I think you guys were a little hellacious when you were younger, and you are stepping into, you guys are heaven. You really are. I know that maybe you had to go through your hellish times, but you guys are really, I think you guys are heaven. And God knows you guys are heaven. You come from God. God don't make no junk. And I think for a long time you guys had to shut your heart down. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that happened to you. You had to operate out of your head in order to survive, whatever it was you needed to survive. But you're starting to listen with your heart. You're starting to trust that again. You're starting to believe in that again. And you guys, that is brave as shit. And it is total badass. And honestly, like, it really is hard to overcome that. So you guys really are doing an amazing job. And the divine wants you guys to really believe that you guys have come through so much, and you're still coming through it. And as you're doing it, it says opening to love. So like, okay, in this picture, it says my heart is open, and there's flames in it. Your heart is on fire, but you're by the boat, you're in a boat, and you're near water. So you're like, just in case this isn't safe, I'm gonna dive into the water and put my fire out if I need to. But you guys, you really are opening to love, and you're starting to believe that love is out there for you. And you guys are able to give it to other people. But what this is saying is you're starting to be open to receiving that. And you guys, that is a process. It takes a lifetime. Whatever all of you have come out of, you know, like being able to open your heart back up again is really, really a slow process. But wherever you are on your journey, you are opening to it. And the next one says breaking barriers. It says, I am expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. You guys, you are finally allowing yourselves to have some fun, to experience joy, to experience freedom. But usually, you had to shut yourself down for a long time. So you're just starting to find out what you like to do, what brings you joy, what is fun, and you're allowed to schedule time for that. Like, it doesn't matter if you're an adult or not. You guys are getting back to what you used to like to do as a child, and you're starting to look with childlike eyes and wonder again, and that is beautiful. And that's how you're breaking the barriers. And I swear it took this pandemic to slow us all down, to get us to stop and smell the roses and take a deep breath and just notice all that is around us. And you know, you guys are doers. You're a get it done kind of person, and you needed to be thrown into a pause, and you were. And it wasn't you're lazy. It was you guys really needed this downtime, and it had to be forced upon you, because if it wasn't, you would have never been able to come to the edge, to take that brave leap that you guys have taken and are continuing to take. So I am so proud of you guys, and it's not easy. This life journey that we're on, it is not easy, and we need all the love and support that we can get. Sometimes what we need to do, what you guys need to do is you have to look for that outside of your immediate family. A lot of times your soul tribe is not related to you, and they're looking for you too. So the next card is adversity, and it says, see the gifts in a challenge. One can be taught within the calm, but the greatest lessons are learned from the storms. And this card is purple. And you guys, I started to look up the colors, and purple is spirituality. It's psychic. It's your inner voice. It's wisdom. It's the color of the evolving soul. But it was like, I'm going to tell you this. A lot of times, if I wasn't sure about something and one thing would go wrong, I'd be like, see, I'm not meant to do this because this shouldn't have happened. And what I didn't realize at the time, and it takes a long time to learn this, but I'm saying this for you too. In this jumping off point, whatever you jumped into, whatever you started or are starting, are in the middle of, just because something goes wrong does not mean you're not meant to do it. It means a lot of times our biggest lessons happen when things go wrong. And when they're going wrong, it doesn't feel like that. And if you, usually a couple of things go wrong at once. It's not just one thing. It's like, you know, it happens in threes. So every time, I used to be a hairdresser and I had to retire from that. But when I'd go along, nobody would ever complain. And then all of a sudden one day somebody would make a complaint. And then somebody else would make a complaint. And then somebody, and I'm like, Jesus, I'm not meant to do this anymore. And it did not mean I wasn't good at my job. It didn't mean I wasn't meant to do it. It meant there was some miscommunication. There was a lot of people that were happy. And when the people came out that weren't, they usually came out all at once. And honestly, my goal was not to make people unhappy. But one of the things is you can't make everybody happy all the time. It is not your job. Your job is to do the best that you can. And sometimes people aren't going to like what you do, but it has nothing to do with you. They place it on you, but usually when people are upset or things don't work out, they're mad at themselves. They're not mad at you. It's not you're doing a shitty job. They're mad at themselves and they're taking it out on you. So just to let you guys know that it is not personal, but when it is happening, it feels personal. So the next one is anticipation. And it says something wonderful is happening. Change is in the air. Open yourself to blessings on their way. So this girl is looking out with wonder and is excited. So you guys, wonderful things, are happening. I want to see what I have. This is more of a pink and I don't think I have, but this, I know this anticipation, like you guys, a lot of times things are happening behind the scenes. You planted the seeds and things are taking place, and sometimes you can't see them right at the moment, but they are still happening to you and for you. So change is in the air. You guys are open, and I'm asking you to please hang in there and try and keep yourself open for longer. Whatever happened in this adversity, it doesn't mean you weren't meant to do this. It meant challenges came up, and you guys are planners. You guys are planners, so you're great at this. When something goes wrong, what this is an opportunity to realize, if this happens again, how can I do it better or differently? That is all. It doesn't mean stop, shut it down, this isn't for you. So the next one is humor, and it says, laugh at yourself, lighten your heart, let nothing steal your happiness. So you guys, humor, joy, fun, please start laughing at yourself. And this is not to make fun of you. This is, guess what? This happens to everybody. And yellow, I know what yellow means too. This card is yellow. You're allowed to have fun. You're allowed to have joy. permission to laugh. So yellow is usually you excel at more than one thing. So you guys are creative. You're so talented. You have many different directions that you can stem off into, but this is brain stimulating, no self-doubts, seeing the opportunity. Now is the time to live, stepping into your power and teaching. So you guys are teachers. You guys are teachers, you are healers, you are light workers, you have psychic abilities, you are intuitive. I think what these cards are saying, I know what these cards are saying is those voices in your head. Okay, anything that is not a kind and loving thought is not coming from God. That is coming from your head, and that is not true. So anything that is kind and loving is God talking to you. So all of those negative voices is not the divine. The divine's being blocked when that stuff is coming. So you guys, you have so much to offer. You are such a gift and a miracle to the world, and we need you. So go out there, have some fun, have some joy, get out in nature, buy a hula hoop, go rollerblading, enjoy this weather. This is permission to have fun. You're not going to miss it. You're not going to mess it up. So all the fire signs, I am wishing you a fabulous month of April. If you are still watching, thank you so much. This is your sign signing off. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.